Greetings, traveler.
Alright guys, we are going to be taking a look at a dog game, so see what he's cooking here. Audience choice. It's a Demon Dragon Alley Pirate Undead lobby. Gallywix. Just slamming that. Elementals are in Pirates, so I would probably do that. Let's see what the Gallywix win rate is up to. Gallywix is A tier, 3.92 average placement. That has to be Elementals. It's so good. He was banned with Elementals, but they brought him back. If you guys want to check those stats out yourself, you can use ! tracker. Turn 1, he has to pick armor or shield. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but extra armor for Gallywix is cheating, so pretty happy with that, to be honest. So yeah, elementals are in, so he could do tier 2 baller. That is a thing. So now he has to wait to see what he's getting from the other people. Alright, he gets the tie, that's huge. Easy shield. Reliquary. Infinite armor. Oh, that's such a good unit to get here. Wow, this shop is amazing. Dude, does he just like set up baller here? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, is he going for it? He's thinking about it. He's like, do I want to play baller in this anomaly? If he doesn't freeze this, he's not playing baller, right? Obviously, right? I mean, 2 balls in the shop. Oh, man. Gotcha gifts. Okay. Yeah, having basically, you know, many, I'm not going to say infinite, but many 5 armor extra on Gallywix seems unethical. But that's why this anomaly is just so much fun, right? It's so crazy. Things happen that really shouldn't be possible. This one is rare, but I love to get it. Yeah, armor and get it back. It's really with the Pokeball, right? It's like, armor, come back. All right, nice. Okay, he does pay 7 for the buddy. That's cool to see. All right, he's setting up for the tier 2 baller stuff. So there's a comp right now, for those of you who have not seen it, where you can stay on tier 2 with Gallywix and just cycle the ballers. And normally it's not good enough, but because you're Gallywix, you have so much money, it is good enough. All right, 6-5 into 6-2 kind of sucks. Yeah, we're not winning this one. We're in the 88.5% world here for sure. This is Dog's video, yeah. I don't really want to look too much at chat because some people here will have already seen it and I don't want to be spoiled. So yeah, armor, come back. That's so funny. Yeah. So stay on tier 2. That Chef's Choice will be bought, right? Pretty much guaranteed. Target the Molten Rock. Ballers, whee! Yeah, he's trying to optimize here where he can sell, put them back in the pool. I don't think he sells the 3-3, right? That's for next turn. It was interesting to see he was happy to pay 7 for the buddy. So, but I guess that's because he's probably done the tier 2 strategy on Gallywix before and he's just like, okay, let me just get that economy rolling. It is such a fun buddy though, yeah. Yeah, probably I'll play tier 2 on Gallywix myself next time I have the option. Just because it's so much safer. Because he gets the greedy buddy on a greedy hero, right? The basically oil per turn. But if you stay on 2, you can stabilize fast enough. It's just like infinite armor. This is so broken. Haberdasher, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, so now we buy ballers, we buy gamblers, we buy stuff like scout for sure. That's amazing. Yeah, Molten Rock, we can keep that on our board. Right now he's trying to transition his board into essentially cards he wants to keep because he has some random cards here too. You might say, why did he not bother buying the Molten Rocks from the shop? It's because it's too expensive and they will get auto-generated by Chef's Choice and stuff anyway. So it's not really worth it. So he's not buying oils from the shop, but he is buying pen pals to get to his oil machine faster. I guess he's doing the math whether he wants his buddy next turn and he wants to sell here. Yeah. Okay, he is gonna sell the Molten Rock here and not care too much about it, so that he might hit his golden pen pal and then the golden pen pal will make the golden buddy come out. Yeah. Dude, the Reliquary just armoring up is so broken. Like, how much armor has he gained already? Like 20? I think he's gained 20 health. Especially with the damage cap where he can only take 10, it means that he can only take 5. This is so cheating. This is actually cheating, bro. Oh my god. Jesus. Straight up cheating, chat. Straight to jail. Alright. Now the ballers come online. So he's not like afraid of buffing these pen pals. It's just like whatever. Trickster Taragosa would actually be somewhat interesting to buff. So I'm not sure how much he's thinking about that, or if he has thought about it and he just doesn't care. But I do think that would be a line where you can run the Trickster on the board and scale it with the ballers, and then have Taragosa. It's possible we'll still see him do that, and that he's just trying to get as much money, right? Get as big of a snowball as possible right now. Yeah, I think he's just getting out of these pen pals next turn if he doesn't hit. And he might add the Trickster, but I don't think he's gonna freeze for it. Weeb. Oh, all that armor. It's coming back to bite us, chat. Now he can't use the Weeb. Alright, he has the Haberdasher, which is pretty good, honestly, when you're doing tier 2 Gallywix. You'll take that. Yeah, quite interested here. I don't think he insta-sells a Tarek, but maybe he does. He just wants to keep the pen pal pair. Might have just ended on it, but then you would have ended on Laureate, right? I think. Well, unless he cares about the shield more. Yeah, he's not thinking about it at all. Right, he's not interested. I shouldn't say he's not thinking about it because he might be, right? But he's just like not interested. So he's really trying to get that golden buddy out for cheap. There it is, there it is, there it is. It's also a triple, so you might get something like Hooktail. I'd probably go Courier if you're spending this much money. But he's like, nah, I'll just take the thing. So he's just gonna buff the shields. So he's not buying the other pen pals. I'm guessing he's going to Golden Buddy end of turn, or are we just gonna do it next turn? Maybe 4 gold is still too much. Yeah, Chef's Choice is pretty good because you can high roll into the ballers if you target elementals. Okay, he's just not gonna care about the 3-drop. Yeah, he'll go double oil because he didn't need to You can also target droplet, that's fine. Got a roll? No, he's gonna buddy end of turn. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I didn't hate the Tarek, but you can just run the Divine Shield minions, right? That's fine. Alright. Interesting to see Dog go through that. Maybe I would be thinking a bit too much about what I wanted to buff. Oh! Blade of Ambition, and he has Reliquary. Choose a friendly minion, set its attack to match. So he can target a minion on his board and it will become his biggest unit, as big as his biggest unit essentially, or bigger, because I think it takes the highest health and the highest damage from 2 different sources. Okay, damage cap is off now. Well, I mean the small cap, right? He's taken 15 instead of well, he's not taking that because there's only 1 unit alive, so he's only taking 11. Doesn't everyone have Reliquary? Yes, everyone has Reliquary. CLEAVE, yeah. The buy ballers. Get the armor. Well, he might want another blade, yeah. Probably want another blade, to be honest. I think you just buff and then blade the Reliquary once you start casting spells. Just because you're keeping Reliquary for a very long time. Okay, he's gonna commit to the buffing Divine Shields now. Yeah, and he's just gonna buff that. Yeah, I mean, there's no rush. He can just do it. He just needs to do it before he casts the spell. Ballin'. Oh, oops. So now he can't cast Blade of Ambition. Yeah, see, that's a reason to do it early, because you're just like, well, let me just, you know, not make it too hard on myself. But that's a minor whoopsie. I bet he would have really liked to have the big pirate this turn. Okay. Nice freeze. Oh, that's a good shot. Okay, so I'm guessing next turn he's just gonna slam that thing and then go. The Haberdasher is getting a lot of damage though. It's nice because he's got a lot of snowballs, but not a lot of fireballs. So he has 20 gold now. Yeah, I was just thinking he might want to tier and do some shenanigans. Beatboxer isn't in right now. Big board. Doesn't have the armor to copy anymore. So yeah, I'm wondering if we're just gonna see him insta Reliquary to be like, okay, let me just like not forget. Nope, looks like we're just gonna hold it. I guess he doesn't have to use it. He doesn't buy oils on Gallywix. That's interesting. He's considering tiering, yeah. Alright, straight to tier 5 to farm 6 drops. So what is he looking for as a 6 drop now? I mean, Rogers is money, but... Avalanche? Yeah, if he avalanches, lava is nice, right? Yeah. Oh, he can lava Reliquary. Yeah. So, look, make a big guy, then sell, then... Oh, yeah, double relic. Oh, my God. Where's your... He has to just sell stuff, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. He's up against a ghost. Because now he gets 2 more Reliquaries, which means he gets 2 more Blades of Ambition. This is getting out of hand. I think it's Avalanche, yeah. Because the Blades of Ambition right now are good. Probably still 1 brand for money, but... Yeah, see, that's why Dog is... Oh, he found the Avalanche. Okay, that's so much better. Selling his buddy? He doesn't have to sell. Oh, I guess he does want to use 1... Yeah, to get... Because then he gets more blades. That's fine. Yeah, now he has 2 blades. That's true. Okay, so was happy to get out of his buddy. That was very fast decision making. That was kind of cool. So why is Avalanche so important from this position? The Blade of Ambition is good to just make every unit as big as your biggest one. But with Avalanche, you can make your biggest guy much bigger. And then obviously your Blade of Ambition gets better, which means that your next Avalanche gets better, which means your next Blade of Ambition gets better, which means your next Avalanche gets better, which means your next Blade of Ambition gets better, and so on, and so on, and so on. He's thinking about just selling it to get 2 more. That makes sense. He's also considering, do I just Reliquary here? Okay, so he's gonna go for more Avalanches than he is for Blade of Ambitions, which is fair, I guess. Like, he's gonna need both, right? And he's gonna sell that to triple that. Okay, just for board space. Makes sense. And then he can reactivate it for maybe more Blades of Ambition. He's gonna want to Avalanche before, but he's just gonna have 1 Blade of Ambition left then. Oh, he's gonna cast 1 blade first. Okay, and then he can Avalanche that. Oh, that's smart, that's smart, that's smart. Buy a random dude that's not an elemental. Then do that. Now he can blade that again. Avalanche it. Oh, that's so smart. Okay. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. Okay, wow, he figured it out pretty quickly. That's actually really impressive. So his rhythm right now is play something, doesn't really matter what. Blade of Ambition that, so that it becomes the biggest unit. Then eat it with Avalanche, so that it goes to the Cyclone, right? And he's just buying a Cleave now because it's strong, right? And he can eat it next turn if he wants to. That's just going to help him not get scammed. And then because he's Gallywix, he has a lot of money here. That's probably still buy Reef. Hey, he really just wanted the unit to end on. That makes sense. Then a taunt on Leroy. Yep. Very cool. Okay, so we have another Avalanche in our hand now, and we have Blade of Ambition. So I guess the first thing we do is... I guess it depends, right? He has to copy Blade. It would be great to Avalanche first, but he has to copy Blade, right? So he has to cast Blade first. Because you would want to put the Cleave on top of the shield first. But he can just keep the Cleave now. Okay, he's getting rid of Avalanche. Because he gets 2 more, of course, yeah. Yeah, Elder's pretty dumb. He's not buying the Baller. I guess it doesn't really matter. Rolling into Avalanche gives him far more stats. Another Cleave, sure. Yeah, you can just set those. He's buying that Demon in case he rolls Avalanche. And then already making Golden Lyra. Ah, this is dirty, bro. This is dirty. Trying to triple the Lantern. Didn't get it. Found an Avalanche. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Magnetic? Probably doesn't really matter, right? Just bladed. Yep. Bloop. Bladed and num. And now that thing is twice as big. It is exponential scaling, right? It is just times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. Another avalanche and the golden. Ooh, hits that. Can sell... you could have sold that. Yeah, it's fine. Selling Reliquary to just get 2 more this turn to get more blades. Then he could sell 1 Reliquary, to be honest. And then Leroy out. He goldened that Leroy. That Leroy is like, yes, I am golden. I will never be so. What are you doing? Don't eat me. No. Don't you know I'm golden? I'm shinier than the rest. So now that he has this board, again, he wants to cast Blade of Ambition first, but he can Avalanche first because he played the double Reliquary. So what he could do now is he could Avalanche first, then sell Reliquary, triple the Reliquary, play it, play Blade, have 2 more Blades. So, yeah. Oh, it's funny. The opponent's trying to win with stats. That's cute. We apparently had 0.5 to die here because if he copies the poison, I guess he can do it. My goodness, bro. This game is... Yeah, I can see why people wanted me to watch this game. He found another lava, which is honestly still pretty good. Okay, so he's gonna blade that and eat it, I guess. Yeah, because if he eats it now, he triples it, and then he gets board space. It makes the other lava kind of meh. Yeah, this is like, where do you go from here, right? So if I would ever be in this position, how would I do that? How would I make it easy, right? Play a guy, blade the guy. All right, we are keeping those elders, right? Or are we just like saying we would never have board space for them? Nope, not interested. Okay, he's just not gonna do elder. Alright, he's not buying Bramble Witch either. Triple cleave. It's a lot of stats, but I don't really care. Interesting that he's not going for the Elder. Looked like he was. He's not buying scouts and stuff anymore, even against the Ghost for more money next turn. Yeah, he's just not... he doesn't have the time. Yeah, he's not even getting distracted by playing more ballers and stuff. Just doesn't really matter for him. Yeah, Bramble I kind of like buying when we're this close to the end of the turn. Okay. So he does only have 4 gold saved up, but he has a ton of oil. The tier 7 spell sets your unit to have the highest health and damage of your warband. So if you have 10,000 attack and 10,000 health, on your warband, right? One unit has 10,000 attack, one unit has 10,000 health. It'll give your unit 10k, 10k. So that's what's happening right now. Dog is up to 15,000, I think. 18,000 on the cleave. Now it's going to get very, very big, very fast. Divine Shield cleave. So we're using blade here to get 2 more blades, and then we're avalanching that. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, he can throw it on the golden reliquary and then kill it off. Yeah, that's been a good play. Because then he gets 2 more blades this turn. Okay, he used blade here so that he has enough hand space to fit the reliquaries. Man. Will I review another game after this one? Maybe not directly after. Yeah, so he uses the blade there. So to be able to sell it. Yeah. Man. The shield is good for Golden Bramble. Like, it's not bad to add to this board. Oh, he's going for a cleave because he has Blade of Ambition. That's totally fair. That makes actually way more sense. Because he can make just big units on everything. And then he avalanche that, so his blade is even bigger, yeah. So he played the cleave first, used blade on it to make it as big as the guy, then ate his cyclone. So now it's twice as big. So now he just has 2 more blades. I wonder if he uses both of them. Okay, he's gonna Elder. Yeah, he can just use blade on 1 unit in the back. Could be whatever, honestly. Yeah, this turn is... Ooh. Yeah, it's like Bramble Witch is not better than Elder because Elder is just infinite stats. Yeah, he's gonna double up one more time. Wow, how much stats is that? 61,000 health? Yeah, 61,000 health, I think. Yeah, one Bramble Witch. Charming. Yeah, normally Charming does not get outstatted. And he used, honestly, this was... Wait, the opponent also has Blade of Ambition, of course, of course. Charming Blade of Ambition is actually legit, wow. Yeah, so the other opponent, right, that's in the finals, also kept their Reliquary, obviously, right? And then they're essentially what they are doing every turn is they are moving the stats from their biggest dragon, which they made with Poet. They are then using the Blade of Ambition on the Charming. Wow. That's actually crazy, bro. That's a lot of health, but he doesn't really have the damage, so it's not that. But it just keeps healing, bro. Oh my god. Wait. This is such a good fight for the Alexstrasza if she survives, right? Because the previous opponents were probably far too weak to survive for too long, but because Dog is so healthy, though that Charming can keep farming forever. Alright, no more Charming farming, but he got a lot of value. I mean, Dog seems very favored just because the opponent has a crazy amount of HP, but Dog has the damage too, right? And in these situations, it's almost always the person with the damage that comes out on top. Oh my god. I didn't even know how much health the other guy is at. Is the other guy at stat cap already? You never seen stats this high before? It is exceptionally high. Okay, Dog is essentially saying, I'm going to quit the game here because if there is another shopping phase, I will not have any time. 88 seconds because he quit out of his combat. He's gonna start with the blade there and then the avalanche because he has his golden thing. Okay. So was it a tie? Did it time out? Because I don't think either of them took damage. Yeah, the game timed out. Yeah, I think the game timed out because Dog wasn't dealing enough damage. But he is doubling every turn, right? It's and he has damage again, right? I can't stress how useful that is. So what is he rolling for now? Just more avalanche? Yeah. Yep. If he had avalanche in the shop here, he could have just bought everything and copied it. Lava is mildly interesting because with lava you could technically play your reliquary and then sell it and get another one after you cast Blade of Ambition. Okay, he just sold it instead of eating it because he needs more, right? Yeah, Blade, Avalanche. Buff the cleave. Buff here and play a poison. Alright. So he is still positioning for Elder even though he ate his Elder. So that's probably to protect for Leroy a bit. That he's moving the cleave all the way back there. Alright, now he's on 93%. Because he added so much. Okay, Leroy has hit one, but the witch missed, right? I think the only way Dog loses is if the witch connects. Right, if the witch had connected, that would have been really bad. Because he had 2 Leroys and the 2 Leroys connected, and Dog only had 3 big units, I think, right? So yeah, there was a chance to die here. Just kind of crazy that he had a chance to die here. Okay, these guys are just gonna smack each other, right? Slapping each other. He's taking 154 damage. The opponent is taking 600,000 damage, or is it 6 million? How much is it, Chad? It's 600k, right? Yeah. Is it 6 million? I couldn't read it. It's 6 million. He's alive. Right. The wildfire is only a tier 3. Okay, so Dog's loss condition here is quite clearly just not having enough big minions. So now that he has Yeah, he's already used blade, right? It's actually gonna double his stats again, yeah. Which is fine, He has 2 more blades. Like, tripling that thing is always worth, right? Because he gets 2 more blades, so... so, right, what was I saying? He's still gonna avalanche that? Because he gets 2 more, right? Of course, of course! Oh my god, and the spore is so big. So, he can't help himself, like, he still wants to make bigger units, and I totally understand. But he really just needs to spread it out now. But with the two reliquaries, like, it works, right? It totally works. He can triple again. Dude, that is actually so stupid how big he gets. Oh my god. And he's still avalanching that, because why not? And boom! That's a big boy. That's a large boy, chat. That's a large cleave. We are not messing around anymore. Dog is just tired of these slow combats. He just wants to deal proper damage, right? So just like, come on, can we deal some proper damage? He could have honestly, grabbed the, what was I saying? The charming himself. It's like not necessary, but it would have been funny. Yeah. So here we're probably going to use every blade except one. Right, big cleave, big lava, big everything. And then we have 1 Blade of Ambition in our hands for God knows whatever reason, right? But now he has so many big units that the opponent would need to Leroy every one of them, right? Or Bramble Witch. So now I think there's 0% to lose from this spot. Yeah, the opponent realizes he has to go full scam, but because Dog made every unit big, even the spore is big, there is no chance. Right, you can't get there. Feel pretty sad for the opponent because he had quite a legendary game with those Charmwings, but the Blade of Ambition doubling was definitely better. Yeah, I'm guessing there's stat cap in terms of health on this guy. All right, chat. That was really cool.